This is a Nigerian ghost story, and apparently a true story as well. There's a story that came out of Nigeria, and it's one of the strangest, most chilling tales you'll ever hear. It's about a woman who married a man, had a child with him, and only years later discovered that he had been dead the entire time. Her name was Angela. She lived in Lafia in Nigeria, and she sold tomatoes and oranges for a living. In 2011, she met a man named Joseph on a taxi ride. He claimed he was from Taraba State and told her that his family had died in a violent clash, which explained why he seemed so alone. Not long after, they fell in love and eventually got married. She had a son with him, and for years they actually lived together. But there were always strange things about Joseph. He never went to work. He never let anyone see him leave the house, including Angela, and he even avoided anyone asking about his past. Some even say he often spoke about death and dreams involving water. Well, as for Angela, she trusted him completely. He was her husband after all. She had no reason to doubt him. But then the truth slowly began to unravel itself. One day when she tried to rent a shop to grow and expand her business, the landlord insisted on meeting her husband as part of the vetting process. So after some convincing, Joseph eventually agreed to meeting the landlord. So the landlord arrived at Angela's home, but everything fell silent. It seemed that the landlord had actually recognized Joseph. The landlord was a man named Mr. Lortim, who knew Joseph back in Taraba. He approached him and said something that would change Angela's life forever. "Big Joe, but you're no more. Why are you here?" said the landlord, as he was both perplexed and afraid. In that moment, the man she had lived with for 5 years simply vanished. Her son also vanished. The man Angela thought was her husband had been dead, and according to reports, Joseph had died way back in 2005 in a violent car crash, and his funeral had actually been attended by people who knew him very well. The entire time Angela had been living with someone or something that wasn't supposed to be alive. So what do you guys think about this story? Do you think Joseph's spirit was one that was stuck between life and death? Or was he just seeking a second chance at life? Are such stories common in your part of the world? Let us know in the comments.